Hi again, Irish fans. Welcome back to UND.com and our continuing coverage of the Notre Dame women's basketball team at the 2011 NCAA Women's Basketball Championships. I'm joined by the voice of the Fighting Irish, Bob Nagle. We're here in Salt Lake City. The Fighting Irish getting set for their first-round game against 15th-seeded Utah. That'll be at 6:35 Eastern, 4:35 Mountain Time here in Salt Lake City this afternoon at the Huntsman Center. And Bob, it's been a great couple of days here in Salt Lake City already.
It really has, and I think one of the things that really comes out is that our staff is very experienced. We've been through this before with the NCAA tournaments in different locations. We've traveled quite a bit this year. I think the trip to Seattle is very similar to this trip, a little bit different time zones and that kind of thing. But between the staff and Stephanie Menio and the job she's done keeping the kids busy and finding good places to eat and that type of thing, we've been here. It's not like we've been sitting around for 2 days. We've been pretty busy, and that's good because that's kind of the pace of the NCAA tournament.
Well, yesterday we were talking about doing a lot of different things. It was the need for speed seemed to be the theme yesterday for us, and that involved a spirited 90-minute practice. We had the press conference yesterday over at the Huntsman Center, and then we went out last night. We visited the Utah Jazz practice facility, also had a chance to go-karting last night. Like you said, a lot of things going on for the girls right now.
Yeah, they all seem to really last year we had a chance. We went to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, and we went to Arrowhead Stadium, and the kids really relate to the thing about the highest levels of achievement. You know, the NBA facility with the Utah Jazz was great. And when they see those names up in the lockers, and you walk around and you see guys like Karl Malone and John Stockton, I mean, everybody in our team was familiar with them and knows that they played at a high level. And those are the kind of things you see Devereaux Peters' eyes light up and Skylar Diggins' eyes light up and Natalie Novoselic. You know, they really relate to that highest level you can achieve.
Now we talk about the game today. It'll be Notre Dame and Utah, first round of the NCAA tournament. And the Irish come in as the 2 seed, second consecutive year they've been the 2 seed. So a lot of the players on this team are familiar with being a high seed. They're going up against a Utah team that made a great run through the Mountain West tournament to win the conference title, get the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. What can we expect from Utah today?
Well, I think they're scary, young, and fearless, which is a weird combination. But we've been watching men's games out here, and 2 and 15s have been pretty spirited affairs. So I think our team is pretty much aware that you have to show up, and they have great respect for Utah. This is a team that was 14 and 16 going into their postseason tournament. They won 4 games. They won the Mountain West Conference Championship, defeating 2 teams that they had lost to during the regular season. They have an excellent point guard. They have an excellent three-point shooter. They have a feisty 6'4" freshman who can score. They have a couple of big girls who can rebound. They've been through some tough situations. They have a girl out with an ACL. They have another girl that's redshirting. They've got an interim coach. I mean, there's a lot of things that you say, well, they shouldn't be that good, but they're just finding out how good they can be, and that makes it scary. So I think one thing they're going to find out is that Notre Dame, one of the things that will really affect them is how good we are defensively.
Well, in the Fighting Irish, as they've pointed out to everybody during the press conference yesterday, Skylar Diggins made a point of saying we're all 0-0 right now. There's no records anymore. There's no seeds anymore. Really, it's just a matter of going out and playing the game. And really, Utah starting the mind games with Notre Dame early on. They're trying to bring the altitude into play. And really, I don't think Coach McGraw is buying it.
No, I think the only people affected by the altitude have been the media, people walking up and down the tunnels in the Huntsman Center. It's quite a road, but and yesterday Coach McGraw was asked about one of the teams that she might face if they get past Utah, and she just looked at the reporter like, I have no idea. We have people that are looking into those games, obviously, but right now our total focus is on Utah and playing them at the Huntsman Center where they're very comfortable. And they say it's a very good team. And during the course of the season, we've had tough games against teams that other people thought we'd have an easy time with. But depending on the matchups and that type of thing, I think Coach McGraw and her staff, veteran enough to know you prepare for everybody.
So it'll be the Fighting Irish and the Utes of Utah. That'll be at 6:35 Eastern, 4:35 Mountain Time here in Salt Lake City. That'll be on ESPN2 and ESPN3.com. You can also listen to Bob's broadcast right here on UND.com. We'll also have live stats during the game and post-game coverage afterwards right here on UND.com. For Bob Nagle, I'm Chris Masters, UND.com.